Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about the vibrant Muslim community in Britain. I said we have about 3 million Muslims in Britain today. We have plenty of success stories, hotels and restaurants, some 12,000 halal restaurants. The turnover of this business is 4.2 billion annual turnover, employing more than 100,000 people. The knock-on effect of this on economy is tremendous. We have several MPs, ministers, members of the House of Lords, secretaries in the government, engineers, neurosurgeons, academics, businessmen, sports, arts and media celebrities. Yet we seem to get the wrong press all the time. We have a gentleman here with us who has been in the thick and thin of it. He was Secretary General of Muslim Council of Britain, which is an umbrella organization of all the Muslim organizations. It is said that we have too many chiefs, but not many Indians. Let us see what comes out of this discussion. Dr. Bari, why are we getting the wrong press, the wrong attention? What is the problem?
I think there are multiple factors in it. One is external, one is internal. Historically, for the last few hundred years, Muslim performance in the world arena, political, intellectual, in many areas, has been very, very weak. And I always say this because unless we look at ourselves, we cannot progress.
True.
On the other hand, because we had been colonized by Europe and the West, and the post-colonial Muslim situation hasn't gone better, because the leadership within the Muslim countries is dismal, despotic, incompetent, corrupt. So these two combinations have made things worse for us. And unfortunately, because of this despotism in the Arab land and Muslim countries, and invasion by the world powers, a toxic situation has been created across the Middle East. So people don't have any future. They don't see any future in their life. They were just internally and externally crushed. As a result, the extremism grows in this sort of environment. And 9/11, 7/7, all sorts of things is just impact of that.
Right.
And of course, some people try to use religion for political reason. That's another issue. So because of these
But then that's just a very small minority, isn't it?
Yeah, they're tiny minority, but problem is the impact is massive. And especially the massive modern media publicize them so much. And unfortunately, a section of the right-wing press and also neocon press and politicians try to make capital out of this.
Right.
And they try to portray the whole Muslim community and Islam itself negatively. So Islam and Muslims are in the dock. And because of this historical inability to face challenges, even Muslims in the West, especially in Britain, where we are in a better off situation, we are not able to portray a situation properly. We are not that proactive in the media, and even our media performance is not on a par with the wider society. And that's why I always say that we need a talented young generation at the helm of Muslim communities, everyone now, because when they are born and brought up in this country, they have friends, they know the system in this country, they know how to tackle the media. So our first generation Muslims like us, it's good that we have built the infrastructure, mosques, centers and all sorts of things. Each time, I call them the hardware. So we have built the hardware. What we need is the human software from these young people so that they can tackle the issues that you are saying, that we have so many things to give to this country. And you probably missed one area, medical professions. Muslims are disproportionately better in this profession. Probably 10 to 12% of NHS doctors and nurses and others are from Muslim community. So all these good things that Muslims are doing, we are getting the negative media because of the culprits, few in the Middle East, and because of few culprits in this country, as well as because of the right-wing neocon media. So we have to come out of this.
But how?
how this is the issue, that's why one of the areas that I have been working, and I always say there are two things that we can work with, and they are with us and nobody can take this away from us. One is the parenting that I am working with.
Right.
And parents create future generations. If only our parents are well equipped in raising their children to become good human beings, good citizens, good Muslims, competent, good means competent, then our future generation will be better than our generation. Then there is another institution that we are very much involved, and our heart is also with that. That's our mosques and masajid.
Yes.
And no matter whether a person is practicing or not, every Muslim has a soft feeling.
Mosque as a meeting point, as a cultural center.
Religious and cultural center. So if we only can cultivate and nourish these mosques, so that the congregation in the mosque and the young people that go to the mosque, they are given the better message, inspirational message, motivational things.
Right.
And then I think parenting and the masajid management, accommodation of young people and women in the mosque can really help our community in the future.
But how can we make our mosques attractive to our young men?
That's a big challenge at the moment. What we need imams,
Yes.
imams, who can speak in the language and culture of the young people.
I've often gone to the mosque and the imam is speaking in a different language, and the young children are far away.
They chat out in the back,
yes.
and they just go there for prayer, and they come out. So mosques have to be hub of our community.
Right.
They have to attract our young people, and imams should be able to communicate with young people, and the mosque management should accommodate young people, and our women and sisters as well, so that in the mosque they prepare themselves as good human beings in the society. So if these 2-3 things are addressed, then I think our community will be far better, because we have, as I said, hardware. We have talented young people. We have hundreds of thousands of young people, students coming out every year, working in the PwC, HSBC, Deloitte, and other professional areas.
Right.
But they are not involved in the community, because some of them probably are not interested. On the other hand, our elders, our imams, our mosque and community elders do not embrace them,
Right.
and do not try to
Is
hand over the baton of
there a
leadership
fear
to them.
that we are losing our young people to the materialistic world
A section
in the city?
A section really is missing. And as I mentioned, because I have dealt with the difficult children, that means their parents probably were failing to raise them up properly. And drugs, gangs, individualism, modern materialist lifestyle, these are really attractive. And
Briefly, can you tell us how to combat this? Address our viewers.
Well, to me, young people should not be blamed, because they are young and they are learning things. If they see good role models in our community, in the family, parents should be the good role models. Mosque imams and mosque leaders should be good role models. Community leaders should be good role models.
Parents should be good role models.
Of course, parents have to be role models, because whatever parents do, young people just follow them, imitate them. In a house, if parents pray normally at home, young children, 2-3-year-old, they will come and join. It's because they see and imitate. So,
Dr. Bari, in 30 seconds, can you tell me, how do you see the future?
Well, future apparently in the short term appears to be bleak or difficult, but to me, future can be recreated, regenerated, if only we invest in our young people, in our family as through parenting, in our mosque and community institutions, through engaging them in the community so that they engage in the wider society. To me, these are the two fundamental areas where we are lacking, and if we really are able to champion in this, our community would probably rise like exponentially, and they will not only help our communities in raising our dignity, they will be able to lead the society that we are living in.
Inshallah. Thank you very much for being with us and giving us your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, viewers, for being with us, and I hope that you enjoyed the show as much as we have, and I hope that we have been able to provide some of the questions raised in your mind about Muslims and Muslim community in Britain. We'll see each other, inshallah, next week, same time, same channel. Don't go away. In the meantime, take care of yourself.